introduction. I'm Justin. I'm the CEO and founder of Focaldata, and we help brands and agencies collect a lot of really high quality consumer data at scale. So they can go and build their own version of GWI or YouGov profiles, but customized to their exact questions and needs. Can we go to the next slide, please? The problems in consumer data acquisition from a survey basis are sort of very well known, but I'll unpack a few of them here. We concentrate on these 5 problems. It's very expensive to go and collect a lot of consumer research data. It's very slow. It's often a very manual process. But there are 2 other big problems that often aren't being engaged by existing DIY survey tools. The limited number of questions you can ask, so you can't really build out a very high quality, lengthy, but customized and bespoke profile data set. And the second one being respondent engagement and quality, which is, I think, a big and growing issue and something that people are increasingly addressing, as they know that to make good decisions, you need to have very high quality data. So these are the main problems we see. Next slide, please. Our solution is about addressing all of those. So we automate the research workflow end to end, and that obviously means speed, automation, being cost effective. And it also entails us, to go and build and bundle together all the features and capabilities you'd need to run a complex, let's say, brand tracking project end to end. So we have a very powerful survey builder that can script nearly any question type under the sun. We integrate into multiple panel sources, hundreds of millions of consumers around the world. But critically, we really focus on that data collection part of the workflow and automating data quality, respondent targeting, all these really quite tricky, knotty things that are crucial to get really high quality data at scale in a very cost effective manner. Next slide, please. So I think the big thing is, how are we different? There are quite a lot of existing DIY research solutions out there. Our solution really focuses on injecting intelligence into the data collection part of consumer data acquisition. So this involves making decisions that you might do if you could review every survey and look at every survey that was passing through a system processing thousands of surveys a day. So it involves 100% automated field work. This includes estimating the IR rate of any survey. It includes automating all the quota delivery. It includes automating all project management. It's a totally automated system, but then it then goes further than that, and it uses intelligence to say, okay, here's exactly how long we think the survey will take. Here's who it should go to. Here's how much we should price that audience. Another big part of us injecting intelligence into the process is how we break down larger surveys into micro surveys that serve to the right person at the right time to maximize respondent quality, but also so you can build up a large longitudinal data set without massive respondent fatigue, which is critical to building usually 1,000 question profile data sets, but in a responsible way. The other big part of our system that we put a really big emphasis on is data quality. We built a massively bespoke but very powerful data quality engine that incorporates a range of different signals, about 150 different signals as someone's filling out the survey, but also understands the context and how people should answer consistently across the survey based on the language it can understand. And lastly, we automate all free text responses and process that into a structured, understandable data sets, such as auto-encoding free text responses. So our customers don't have to go in and they can access data instantly through API. Next slide, please. What's the cost? I guess it's a quick one, and I just wanted to highlight that. We charge no subscription fee, despite offering very, very powerful software. Software is free to use. You pay per complete. And we're roughly about 80% cheaper than rivals. Next slide, please. So what are the big benefits of the system that we sort of developed? I think the big one is clearly speed, clearly automation, but I want to draw attention to how much more insight you can get if you start collecting your data very intelligently. So Instead of asking the same questions over and over to the same respondents, you can go and ask new questions, new questionnaires that don't ask the same question over and over, and don't, although you get that data. So you might not need to go and ask that question because we already hold it on our system, and we already know which questions can be very easily predicted within our system. This means you get far higher and better data quality. It means because the system's end-to-end automated, you can run 50 surveys a day with one person. We go and collect huge amounts of data and automatically pipe that into our customers' analytics infrastructure. This means you can track things like brands on a daily basis, allowing for far more effective measurement of, let's say, brand awareness. Again, the big step changes in data quality, which we go and drive really hard, and then also being very cost effective. Next slide, please. So what's the customer ROI? So with our system, any person can go and launch a survey themselves in 5 minutes, target any audience around the world. They don't need to wait to get approved, let's say the cost or IR rate of a certain audience. You can do live data streaming that pipes straight into your infrastructure so you can monitor things in real time. You can ask surveys of 5,000 questions rather than 50 questions for a similar price. And then again, you're getting a huge improvement in data quality from 20% removals across the industry that we think on average to about 1% being with very, very tough data quality measures. Last slide, please. So where are we now? We have about 70 customers, growing very fast. Range of customers from large multinationals like Prosus, the European offshoot of Naspers, to Flink and Loaf and some UK brands in there as well, including lots of different advertising agencies. Looking for customer intros and investments. So look forward to meeting people later.